Hey everyone. Well, as you know, if you're watching this, probably what we're talking about in these videos and conversations is really that there is no doer, that there is no separate me within this body mind system that is making objective choices, that is making words happen, that is able to choose independently of the conditioning, the learned beliefs that the body mind has acquired. And one of the questions came up in our group recently. What about the things that we're proud of? What about the things that we do that we think are really great? Where do they fit into all of this? Are we taking that away through this conversation? And I think it's really interesting where we the things that we see outside of us. So we might see a stunning tree or a beautiful flower or the face of a baby or an incredible night sky or a sunset, beautiful forest of vegetation. And we might look at these things and be in awe of them and see beauty, see the miracle of creation, see the sort of the extraordinary detail and mastery and expertise and precision, perfection. And here's a suggestion that there are times when we have that sense of the words and actions and creations excuse me, that come through us. And I think we all recognize that there are moments when exactly the right words were said in a conversation, or there's been a piece of art or photography or a piece of music or a dance or a contribution in a meeting or a strategy developed or a book written or something has come, and there's this sense, there's a look at it and there's a sense of that was really good, that has something about it that is vibrant and alive and completely fit for purpose and miraculous in its own way. And the really big, exciting question for us is, in what way is that different from the sunset, from the flower, from the baby's face, from the night sky or the tree? It looks different because there is a mind here, an identity here that says, this is mine. I did this. But really, if we get very still with this, that creation, no one did that. It just emerged. It just appeared in the same way that the flower has appeared. These words that are being said here, no one is saying these words. There is no one objectively, there's no freestanding entity saying these words, because all of it is coming from the honing of the system, the conditioning of the system, what's learned from information, from responses, which is really out of the reach of the conscious mind, isn't it? And yet there's words happening, or there's writing coming, or a conversation emerging, or who knows what, paintings and creations, pieces of work, pieces of art. No one's doing them. And so when the conscious mind observes them and says to itself, yes, there is beauty in that, there is rightness in that, there is there is perfection or symmetry or utility or sort of the perfection of adaptation in it. The conscious mind recognizes it in the same way it recognizes it for the external. It's seeing it for the first time. You know, if we say, write a poem, the poem is emerging from the subconscious. The conscious mind gets to see it only when it's either appearing as possible words within the mind. There it starts to turn into form, or written out or spoken. The conscious mind gets to see it for the first time. And now, and when we're confused, the conscious mind claims it as its own. It says, I did that, me, I wrote that. And now it looks like an extension of my identity. So if someone were to criticize it or ignore it or say this should be better than what you've done, it looks like an attack on me, because the conscious mind has said, this is my poem. But really, that is no more my poem. The conscious mind has no more created that than it has the sunset or or a willow tree by a lake. It's amazing. This is really amazing, because this is sanity now. This is freedom, and it shifts the whole lived experience of what we are into actual truth, in which words and actions happen, and the conscious mind, the which is now really settling back into the truth that we are, the presence, the open expansiveness, the consciousness, sees it. And any comments on it are information that actually, when seen so clearly with such sort of empty spaciousness, comments aren't something that we have to defend against or protect ourselves from. They're just information that can upgrade the whole way of doing, the whole creative output. So it's, yeah. It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad to talk about, because it's so different from this identified space of me as the doer. But actually, when we hang out here, it's tremendously exciting. It sets creation free, and it sets it free within a world of information that will continually enhance and upgrade and make that creation more and more and more impactful, expert, advanced. Yeah, it puts the whole creative system into a learning space that is completely free of resistance. So I'll leave you with that. Lots of love. Bye.